Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are back with a preview video for United, Brentford versus United game that happens tomorrow, away from home for United. We're playing the first game of the weekend, so it'll be a good chance to, win that game and climb up the table early, right? It's one chance to win a back-to-back game for Amarim, which I think which he has not done in the league ever since he's joined last year in November. And I think a game like this could well be a chance to change that start, which is a very, very poor start for any United manager. But yeah, looking forward to it. We'll look at the lineup, we'll look at what we're predicting, we'll also look at what that means for the table. I know it's very early to look at the table, but it's important to look at the table at this point of time given the results around us. Uh, but yeah, before that, we'll start with this image that's gone live from Carrington. I think it went live yesterday. Uh, Bruno has been celebrated and has been given a memento or a souvenir or whatever you want to call it for his 100 goals for the club. And it's a good thing at this point of time, right? With yeah, I mean, there's so much being said about Bruno to leave United, and as much as every fans want it, I just think he's one of our most important players. And unless you're uh back to being United, you need players like him to lift the team up, lift the club up, and a gesture like this just shows how important he is to the club, right? We have not done this for every player recently. I don't recall this being done, but it's a good gesture. Okay, so that's about that. That's going around on the April head. But looking at previewing the game against Brentford, some we have had injury news, and Casemiro is of course out because of that stupid red card. Lisandro is still not back. I think he's only gonna be back after the international break. Uh, Ahmed's and amongst others, Cunha and Mount were back in the previous game itself. I don't think they were fit enough for to play 90 minutes. And Diego Dallo is back. And I just feel this changes our preview for this game. And we'll just directly jump into the team we are expecting tomorrow. The way I think of it, we'll have to start putting our best team, given that we're not playing midweek, given that we do not have a lot of games. Uh, But just to just to preview our 11, I'll start with the front three that we have invested in the market in this uh, summer transfer window. And I'll start Cisco up at top. I'll start Cunha and Mbumo behind him. I'm seeing a lot of lineups saying Amorim might go back to his first 3 game formation where he started Cunha, Mount, and Mbumo and play Cunha as a false nine. I feel Amorim likes that and he'll be trying to play that, but I just feel do you want to put yourself under more pressure by not playing a 70 million striker who clearly needs game time? And the league games are the only games that he's gonna get time. So I'm not really sure why would you not start Sesko and like put yourself under more pressure. Imagine we do not start him and we go down and we lose this game or we drop points. The first question will be, why did you not start your 70 million striker? Why did the club even invest in it? So it's just no point putting pressure like that. I was surprised he was taken off against Chelsea at the end of the first half. It could well be because we got a red card and we were 2-0 up. We just wanted to protect the lead. But still an odd decision to take a striker off, right? A striker that clearly needs a goal to start the season off. I'll start Sesko in. I think um, the more we play Dorgu and Dalo on the wing backs, the more crosses he's gonna get and the more chances he's gonna get to uh, get goal involvements. I just feel when we start Ahmad on the right, uh, Ahmad likes to cut in, and then there's a less chance of getting a cross in. And when we start Dalo on the left, it's just he'll try to cut in, or he'll try to play a cut back instead of putting a cross in with his weaker foot. So yeah, I just think Sesko needs to start this game with the availability of wing backs as well. Given Dalo is available and Dogu is going to play left wing back. Behind him, I think Cunha is fit. He was fit to play 30 minutes in the previous game. I think he'll start. He's not the kind of player who'll want to be away from action. And the worst thing for United has been that we do not play the League Cup games or do not play midweek. So for all these players, the only game they have is uh, the Premier League game to play, and they would not want to miss out. So Cunha starts for me. He's very important. He looked one of our best players in the first two games and some parts of the Burnley game. And Amorim and the club would want him to be as involved as possible in every game. So good to start him again if he's fit enough, but he definitely changes the way United play when he starts and when he doesn't. On the right, our best player this season easily, Mbumo. Uh, I don't think there's any doubt as to who will start and whether he should start or how much should start. I think Mbumo should start again. We do not have midweek games, so that we don't need rotation for our most key players. So it's imperative that Amarim and the club decides to put their best team in every game possible, right? Unless there's an injury concern. So the best team for me would be Shesko Kunya and Mbumo as the front three. On the wing backs. Now, I think last game when Dalo was fit, he played. I think he played left wing back, and Dogu was on the bench, and he did not even uh, come on as a substitute. And Ahmed played as the right wing back. I just think the way Ahmed's form has been, and with the controversy after the last game where he had put a picture of himself with Garnacho, and then there was reaction to that picture, and he deleted all his pictures from his social media. I just think Amarim would want to keep him away from the center stage, and maybe bring him off on from the bench. Also, I just feel with starting Cunha and Booman Sesko, and if you play Ahmed as well, we are only left with Mount and uh, Xerxes as our attacking options from the bench. And I think Mount is more like a creator, more like someone who you'll have in the team to press uh, to be the engine of the team rather than someone who's very involved in getting you the goals. I don't think Mount has goals in him. And same with Xerxes. Xerxes can create, but you don't expect goals out of either Xerxes or Mount. So you would just need someone from the bench to get you those goals. And I think it's good to put Ahmed on the bench for at least this game. And also the reason you put Dorgu and Dallo in as wing back is the reason I started this preview. You need your striker to have goals. And for your striker to have goals, you need to put balls, crosses in the box for Seshko to attack, to get his head on and get the goals. When you play inverted wing backs, you just don't give a striker enough chances to get headers in. So Dalo on the right, Dorgo on the left, put the crosses in as many times as possible, and just give your striker the best chance to get the goals in. Also, I think Dalo is one of Amrim's favorite, right? It'll be very difficult for him to like keep Dalo out if he's fit. And I think he was good attacking wise in the game against Burnley as well. So I just think Dalo and Dogu start. Now to the midfield. I think difficult one of the most uh, important positions for United, the way United play under Amarim, but very limited option in terms of the options. Casemiro is out. If he was fit, he was available, I would have started Casemiro. But since Casemiro is out, uh, and knowing that Amarim just does not think of Menu as someone he would want to put in the midfield alongside Bruno, I just think Bruno and Ugarte would be a starting midfield. He has clearly said Menu is competing with Bruno for his position. Bruno's gonna start. So I think it'll be Bruno and Ugarte in the midfield. I don't think Ugarte was bad against City as I mean, of course, but his performance throughout the start of the season has been really poor. And I just think to have Ugarte as our first choice midfielder in a Premier League game, which is important, just says how poor we are in the midfield area. And then you have Bruno, who will not be putting a defensive shift in. So we are leaving ourselves to struggle in the midfield. But then these are the options we have. So Fernandes and Ugarte in the midfield. For the back three, I just think that given this is Brentford and they're good in the air and they have tall players, they rely on set pieces to get the goals in. Uh, I just think Shaw, Maguire, and Delete, the back three from the previous game, is gonna start this. I would have loved to play Euro, and I'm not sure why after the City game, Amorim has taken out Euro. But then in this game, it doesn't make sense to change. Delete is our best centre back. I think he's been one of our best players this season. Uh, and I'm really happy for Delete. I like Delete, and it's important that he performs well. Shaw has had a really bad game against City, but he was okay against Chelsea. He was good against Chelsea. And it's good to have a left footed player in that position. And plus, he has the experience. So Shaw will start. Maguire largely because of the size and the opponent, which relies on aerial strength. So I think this will be a center back pairing. For the goalkeeper, I don't think Bandit did anything wrong against Chelsea. Amorim is not someone who likes changing things if they don't need changing. So unless Bandit commits a big mistake in a game and we end up losing that game, Bandit is going to continue with the goalkeeper in the goalkeeper position, and that's very sad for someone like Lemons. You brought him in, you've had goalkeeper problems, and you're not giving him the game time. So it's just surprising for me. But yeah, I just think this is going to be the team. Mount is back. Ahmad could well feel that he should get a chance. Euro might feel that he should get a chance. Uh, Mazra is out injured. Yeah, of course. Forgot to mention. Mazra did not train yesterday, and which is just he is a really good player, right? We need him fit, but it's okay if he's not fit for this game. So I don't think it will affect United much in a game like this, but we'd want him fit. So on the bench, with this 11, I think we have Ahmad, we have Xerxes, we have Mount in the attacking areas. We have Menu in the midfield. I think definitely Menu will come on at some point of time. And then we have got Euro. I think, I don't know, for some reason, the coach, the manager prefers to bring on defensive substitution. So I just feel Euro might come in at some point of time as well. So yeah, that's my team. This is this is what we're expecting from the team. Of course, Amarim is known to shock everyone with his selections, so it could well be different to what we just saw. Uh, what are we predicting from this game? See, it's very important that United do not lose momentum uh, going into the next international break, because then we have got Liverpool after that. Or we have got Liverpool after that, and uh, it will just create more and more trouble for United uh, and for Amorim if we drop points before the international break. The pressure to come on and start winning games when the game is Liverpool will just uh, increase the pressure. And then I think there's Brighton. Brighton again is one of those opponents you cannot take for granted that you're just gonna win that game. So I just think it's important to win the next two games, Sunderland and Brighton and Brentford. Brentford have lost their manager. They've lost the Brian Mbeumo, the key player, which is our best player this season. So it's really good for him to come back to his old club and the stadium. Uh, and they've lost other players as well. Nogard, they've lost Nogard as well. So I just think uh, it is a game which United should feel. Brentford hasn't really started bad. They're 10th in the league. They've not really started bad. But then this is a game if United think that they're gonna go for a draw because it's away, we're in big trouble. There's every reason that United should go and win this game and score goals in, because we need goals. We're not scoring enough goals even after the 200 million investment in the attacking areas. So my prediction for this will be, because United are still conceding goals regardless of who they put in defense, I'm gonna say 2-1 to United. Right? United will win this game. I think Amarim realizes this and he'll just do everything to, if United are behind or if United uh, are drawing the game, just to take the handbrakes off and go and win this game. So I think United will win this game 2-1. Uh, but then let's see what the results are. One more thing. Why is this result important in terms of the table that we have? Just It's just important to look at this right here. We are 11th in the league. We win this game. We are playing the first game. Sorry, Brentford are 17th. Brentford are 17th. No, they're not 10th. Yeah. So we won this game. We win this game against Brentford tomorrow. First game. We go on to 10 points, right? Now I'm assuming we're not gonna win by a big goal difference. We're gonna be in fifth place. That's really important for us, right? If we are outside of the top 10 even after this week's fixtures, I just think you're just creating more trouble for you, as I said, going into that next international window. So it's important to win this game. We win this game, then we have Sunderland at home next. We win that game, we go to 13 points. We go to 13 points. And I just feel if we go to 13 points, there's a good chance we'll be at least in the top six going into that international break. So it's just important at this point of time to win these next two games in the context of the Premier League table and in the context of giving the manager time. Now I've been very vocal about I don't like the manager, I don't like some of the things that he's doing. But then you would not want to lose games trying to get the manager out. I think if he figures it out well and true, I'll be okay to call myself wrong. But then definitely we need to win these games. We can't draw these games and still keep the manager and then realize at some point in December we need to write this season off. We're already out of the EFL Cup. We don't have Europe. I don't think we're winning the FA Cup under this manager because he's not a cup manager either. If it was Eric Ten Hag, I would have believed. It was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I would have believed that these they can at least go on a run in the club cups. But I don't even think Amram is a cup manager either. So I think we'll have to write this season off as early as December. Again, another season that we write it off very early. But yeah, I just think important to win the next two games, get the points in, get the confidence around the club back, and then let's just come back after an international window, seeing where we are. That's it for this video. I think we'll preview some of the other games as well, and then we'll try to look into some other news around United in some of the coming videos. Also, like, comment, subscribe to these videos if you feel you should feel that you should be a part of this. Whatever I'm talking about, just share it out and make yourself be a part of this community that Extra Half is. That's it for this video. We'll connect again for other videos for now.